imagine starting a new school this late. I wonder where they're from.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that...
I don't know who she is. Like, wait, you're the new 5th year.
I'm really not worried. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Nevertheless, it is rather unusual. You must feel terribly out of place. Of course, presumably, I'm hardworking too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
Arthur's got you. You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
I can't quite reach. Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll... Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of...
I'm sorry to...
Oh, Dad...
Have you...
I like to keep a bit of wiggle room in my bed. Not always, but sometimes.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
That one is true. Not the typical start to a new school.
That's dreadful. Well, I'm glad you made it here alive. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Are you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes. He travels for work, always busy.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be safe.
Of course.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Watch what you're doing.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up! Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says. Clever, isn't it?
Revelio.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
My brothers and I prefer pumpkin juice with almonds pies. My aunt...
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. You're
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to...
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use and invaluable to me.
Yes, Professor.
And we'll see if we can't get...
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our later...
I did my best. I'm fairly certain
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the detail. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon, and she may feel obliged to share
Understood, Professor.
Happily, you have the benefit of an... Speaking of guides, why don't I show you the clever... Unfold it and have a... The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Revelio.
Revelio. Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included. Revelio.
I wonder how we'd get into Black's office. Not that I'd want to go in, mind you.
I enjoy
Revelio.
Revelio. You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder. Revelio.
Lumos.
Body around on a broom, highly disturbing.
There's something in there. I just know it.
Revelio.
Hello, Lenora.
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. If I know Hogwarts, and I do...
Have you gained any?
I did discover that casting...
Are there other empty pages?
Yes, a few. If I can work out the riddle of this...
If I have the time, I may...
I've been racking... Do come and find me if you stumble on something.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Professor Weasley.
This looks like the location from the painting. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Treasure once from my grandmother.
Oh, what was it?
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Half the time would have brilliant potions.
And what happened?
My grandmother changed her mind. I probably shouldn't have mentioned about using it in potion.
Lenora? You did?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
What as well be Celine? $142 staircases, and this is where they put me.
Off on another adventure, are we? Revelio.
Bit of snot on your nose.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Handy resource indeed, your field guide. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
If it's thieves I'm after, I'll always go to the Madam Green. I've upset Madam Green once.
Here! Behind you! There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, splendid! Stay focused. That's it! Don't lose your composure. Excellent control there. Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give a... Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir. Here we go.
That is how it's done.
Splendid!
Let us see this. There we go. Watch this. Phew. Nicely done.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp. Oh, dear me.
Very good.
Let us see this. That is how it's done. Well done.
Here we go.
There we go.
A perfect score. Remarkable. Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here.
Is Wagadu much bigger than...
Wagadu School of Magic is a lot, but it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me.
Is Wagadu a castle?
Its address is... I remember the first... and then it just...
This may seem an odd question, but is...
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without...
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinct. I must admit.
It's nice to...
Thank you for asking. I think Professor Ron... Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.